Okay, on your test, I'm going to ask you to tell me where a point is. And there's a couple ways to do this. First way, I'm going to show you on the graph, you can physically just do the transformation. So if we start with the point, now we're not going to use 1, 1. We're going to change it to 4, 1. We start with the point 4, 1. And I say, where does this point move to if we do these transformations here? Okay, well, we'll mark the point 4 and 1. There it is. Then we have to figure out what transformations we've done. So what is A, what is B, what is C, and what is D? What's my A value? -2, which does what? Does two things. Flips over x-axis and vertical stretch by 2. Okay, what's my B? Two, which does a horizontal stretch by 1/2, exactly. C is 2, which means we go right. C, that's H, sorry, and that would be K, not D. And K is +5, so we go up. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we can do each one of these to this point physically. So what's the first thing we do? Do the stretches. It doesn't matter if you do A or B, it's your choice. But we'll do A, just because it comes first. We're going to multiply the Y value by whatever A is. So if it has a Y value of 1, we multiply by A, which is -2, we go to -2. So that's where the point moves to after we do the vertical stretch and the flip. Second, we will do B. So number 2. We're going to multiply all the X values by 1/2. So it's the X value of this new point here, the purple one. It's at 4, we multiply by 1/2, we go to 2. So now the point moves to there. Then we can do H and K basically at the same time. We're going to move that point 2 units to the right and 5 up. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5. There's our final point. No, we just multiplied by -2. So that'll flip it and stretch it. We started at 1, and then it went to -2. So we could have multiplied by 2, which case we go to 2, and then do the reflection, and we get to the same spot. All right, so that's, I mean, you can do that if you want. It's a bit more work, but there is a formula for your new points. So the new point, all right, the X value. What letters affect the X value of A, B, H, and K? Does A affect the X value? B and H. Yeah. Which do you do first, B or H? B. When you take B out of the equation, what do you multiply by? Do you multiply by B? Or do you multiply by 1 over B? So it's going to be 1 over B times your X value, your original X value, plus whatever H is. That'll give you the new coordinates of X, or the new X coordinates, if you will. Now for Y, A and K affect Y. You do A first. So it's going to be A times your Y value plus whatever K is. And those are your new coordinates. Okay. You should write those formulas on your study guide, because I will ask you to move a point. So we can now do this next one. We start with the point -2, 6 on f of x, and we change f of x, and we do all this stuff. Where does the new point end up? Okay. What's wrong with the way this function is written right now? Factor out the thing. Exactly. Factor out the b value, which is -1/3. What's left in the brackets once you factor out that b value? +6, because the sign flips, and you divide 2 by 1/3, you will get +6. So x plus 6. Okay. And then the +1's there. Okay, let's do the x. 1 over b. What's 1 over -1/3? It's -3. Just flip the fraction. So it's -3 times your x value. What's your x value? -2 plus h. What's your h value here? Not +6, it's -6. All right. -3 times -2. 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. So there's your new x value. Now the y, it's ay plus k. So a, which is 1/2, y value, which is 6, plus your k value, which is 1. 1/2 of 6 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So the new coordinates are 0 and 4. All right? Any questions about that? I'm going to ask you to do that on the test. Yes, Madison. No, I was just illustrating, like, why did I do this stuff and then move all the points? I'm just illustrating you could do it that way. Or, yeah, you could do the formula. The formula is faster. Yeah, the formula is faster. I'm just saying this is where the formula comes from, essentially. Okay? Oops. All right. Finish the sheet.